Good morning, Kingdom men and Kingdom women. I truly hope you guys are having a blessed and beautiful day, because every single day above ground, it is an awesome and it is a beautiful day. The title today is When I'm Weak, He is Strong. You know, this morning I was thinking about Paul, right? And like, what did Paul mean when he was talking about the thorn in his side? You know, and when you read, we really don't know if it was him having a real ailment in his body. Was it a spiritual ailment? You know, what was he fighting? You know, but what we are sure of is that he had a weakness that he was fighting, and that weakness was to remind him that he always needs Christ, that he always has to seek for Christ, and understanding that in our weakness is when God does his best work. You know, like I said, David was the weaker and Goliath was supposed to be the strongest. And God used the weak to dethrone the strong, you know. And that's just what that was about for me. Thinking about that this morning was me just going through my fights of some days, man, it's like, man, I don't feel like I'm a Christian, right? Because I'm steadily dealing with this. I'm steadily dealing with that. And it's just always like, why? And it's like, you know, I have to remember to give it to God. You know, I have to remember that I need to call on God, because when we think that we got it all together, that's when we at our worst. You know, when we think it's all us, we think we are the reason, like, that everything is going good, or I am the one that's going to change this disease that's inside of me. I'm going to be the one that's going to change all of this fornication thoughts I have in my head, or evil thoughts in my head. Like, I'm going, like, why? I'm not the one that's changing it, and I can't do it. That's what that scripture reminds me of, is that you can't do it. You are not going to be able to do it by yourself. You need God's power. You need God. We need him. When we are weak, he is strong. We rely on him, and he carries us through every single thing. So that's what I want you guys to understand today. And what I'm constantly being reminded of is that I need him, you know, and that is what that thorn is to remind you constantly that you need Christ. You need to pray to God. You have to rely on him. We must rely on Christ. So through our weakness, he is made strong. You know, and when you look through the Bible, he used nothing but the weak. It was always the weak that he used, you know, so he can show his power, so he can show his greatness, so he can show who he is. Is that I'm going to take this weakly, the thing that nobody wanted, and I'm going to make it do great things. And that's who our God is. So when we are weak, he is strong. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.